Tonight, I'll share 3 terrifying true stories of pizza delivery drivers who faced pure horror. Story 1, Philip and the Vanishing Ma. It was a quiet night, and Philip, a 19-year-old pizza delivery driver, was on his way to drop off an order. The road stretched into darkness, with nothing but flickering streetlights guiding him. As he drove, he noticed a man standing on the side of the road, waving for help. Philip slowed down slightly, trying to get a better look, but as soon as his headlights fully illuminated the man, he vanished. Philip's breath caught in his throat. His hands tightened on the steering wheel, and he pressed the gas, heart pounding. When he reached the delivery address, he hesitated before stepping onto the porch. Then, the front door creaked open on its own. Inside, the house was completely empty. The furniture was covered in dust, and the air smelled like something rotten. On a wooden table, he saw a note. It read, "You shouldn't have come here." Philip didn't wait to see what happened next. He turned and ran to his car, speeding away. The next morning, when he told his manager about the incident, he was met with a chilling response. "That house has been abandoned for years. No one lives there." Story 2. The missing order of Jason, a delivery driver, had worked at a pizza place for over a year. He had seen some weird things, but nothing compared to what happened that night. At around 10 p.m., he received an order from a house far from town. The caller sounded nervous, whispering, "Please hurry, please." Jason arrived at the location, a rundown house with broken windows and a front yard overgrown with weeds. He knocked on the door. It slowly creaked open. Inside, there was no furniture. The air was thick with dust. Something about the place felt wrong. Then, Jason saw the pictures on the wall. One of them made his stomach drop. It was a blurry black and white image of him. Jason's pulse pounded. He turned, ran out the door, and sped away without looking back. When he reached the pizzeria, he told his manager everything. The response chilled him to the bone. That order was placed 2 years ago, and the man who lived there died that same night. Story 3. Who was in Mark's back seat? Mark was almost done with his shift when he got one last order. It was for a small wooden cabin near the edge of the forest. He had delivered pizzas to remote areas before, so he wasn't too worried. When he arrived, the cabin looked strange. It had no lights on. But before he could knock, the door slowly opened. A woman's voice whispered from inside, "Leave it at the door and please." Something about the voice made him uneasy. He quickly placed the pizza on the ground and turned back to his car. As he started the engine, he instinctively checked the rearview mirror and froze. There was someone sitting in his back seat. His throat dried up. His heart pounded so loudly that it drowned out all other sound. He couldn't breathe. Slowly, he turned around, but no one was there. Shaking, he floored the gas and sped away. The next morning, curiosity got the best of him. On his way to work, he drove past the cabin again, but what he saw haunted him forever. There was no cabin, just an old, forgotten grave, with a single message carved into the stone. "I'm still hungry." Not every delivery ends with a friendly tip. Some leave behind mysteries and unanswered questions. Have you ever experienced something eerie while driving at night? Tell your story in the comments. And if you enjoyed these creepy tales, like, share, and subscribe.